Have you heard this? So there was this guy. He was a great guy. Great family. Great kids. Great friends. Well, he had spent his entire life looking for two things, knowledge and serenity. He had studied countless religions, he had traveled far and wide, he had spoken to many of the great masters and high priest of the land, but still knowledge and serenity eluded him. After many, many years of seeking, looking, searching, it seemed the more he sought serenity, the more frustrated he became, and the more knowledge he gained, it seemed the fewer questions everyone asked. He had returned home after one of his journeys or quest, as he liked to call them, and after a few days of rest he decided he was finished searching for knowledge and serenity. This time he just felt different. He decided no more quest.
Welcome to indigotv. Glad you are here. Now, everyone hit the like and subscribe buttons so we can get back to the story. Perfect, thanks. Okay, let's find out how our friend is doing.
He was tired and surrendered. He felt like a failure because everyone was always so excited to see him return and ask him about who he had talked to and where he had been and what he had seen. There were always many questions and he would answer everyone. Now, he felt he had failed everyone. As life went on, he found himself being stopped at the store or walking along the road, and someone would ask him a question, and he would cheerfully answer. If you wanted to know about the pyramids, he could, and would tell you anything you ever needed to know about them, or if you asked him about your lawn mower, he would tell you to go see Carl at the mower shop, because he is the best on mowers. He was the answer man for sure. Now, it is rare when someone comes by with a question, and most of the time when they do have a question, he ends up sending them to another person to get the answer. As time passed, fewer and fewer people came by. And before very long, it would be quiet for days. No one seemed to come by with the urgent issues and problems of the day. He was always helping out some way or another. In the past, he would share his experience and talk about the person that had taught him something new. Now, the chaos and urgency did not seem to exist. From time to time a few of the elders would stop by to check in on him and have a laugh about days that had passed. This guy would get an update on everyone, and as usual, everyone who had asked him so many questions in the past, and needed so much help. They were all doing just fine without his help now. Having heard this, he was happy, but he was also feeling a bit sad and lost. How is everyone doing so great without my help? They always needed me for this or that. How do they know what to do? He asked his friends. His friend smiled, gave a little chuckle and said, "We all wondered when you would ask that question." The gentlemen all took a seat at the table. They passed around the hot tea that had been prepared. When the passing was finished, the oldest of the group began to talk, and he said, "My friend, you do not owe another man anything, and you cannot fail on the belief that you let another man down for not reaching your goal, the goal you set. You never had an agreement with anyone other than yourself. And you spent your entire life traveling the world, talking with so many people, and seeing so many places and unique things. You searched with all your heart and soul, you used every bit of energy you had, and you found both knowledge and serenity." This guy stopped and thought. He then said, "I succeeded? How? I am alone in this house, it is so quiet, and the only time someone calls or stops by is to ask me for someone's name and how to contact them, so I give them the information and they are on their way." Well, my friend, that is certainly one way to look at it, and you are a very smart man, so I am sure you are right. Especially when you look at it only in this current moment. But if you look at the entire picture, or in this case, your entire lifetime, you will understand. You searched for two things, knowledge and serenity, and now that you have them both, you do not recognize them. Let me explain. For many, many years you used your knowledge to help person after person, and then your knowledge expanded when you learned that if you do not have the answer, you just need to know who does. And once you learned that, your knowledge became unlimited. See, my friend, you have taught others the same, the ones that used to come with all those questions, you taught them to do the same as you, and find the answer, and that is what they do. It's because of you they succeed. You demonstrated through your actions and shared your knowledge with others. And they learned, and they benefited greatly. And so have you. That is why people come by and ask for someone's name or how to reach someone else. It is because they know that if you do not have the answer, that you know who does. That, my friend, is knowledge, and by using it and teaching others how to find the answer to anything, they no longer need to bother you, and now you have a quiet and calm home. That is the serenity you desired. You are not forgotten or unappreciated when others leave you alone. It is their way of showing appreciation for what you have taught them, and they wish to be respectful and not disturb the serenity you always sought and now have. My dear friend, once you discovered you have unlimited knowledge by just knowing who has the answer, and that you just have to ask, you became a very wealthy man. All your worries are gone, they have been replaced with knowledge. As for the peace and quiet, and all the things you do not hear, that is the serenity you were seeking. Now enjoy it. The wonderful thing is, you had both of them the whole time. The difference is, you have a greater appreciation now that you understand them deeply. Knowledge and serenity are always here. Sometimes, they are just hidden by the chaos of life.